Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Screw Toy action figure review. And today we're going to be looking at another Revoltech figure. Here we have the Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man version 2.0 reissue. Now, this figure originally came out about 2 years ago, and I did pass them up. I just wasn't a fan of Revoltech and Amazing Yamaguchi at the time. But lately, they've been knocking all their figures out the park. This Spider-Man, the Iron Spider, the new Deadpool, Cable, they've been, they just been killing it. The new Agent Venom that recently came out, amazing figure. I wish I would have picked it up, but I did pass him up. Hopefully they do a reissue of him pretty soon. I really want that figure quite a bit. But here we have the Spider-Man. I did previously look at the Iron Spider in my previous video, and I love that figure, so I have no doubt that I'll love this one right here. It's a classic Spider-Man, man. You can't go wrong with Spider-Man and its classic blue and red costume. Now this one is a little bit more modernized. It has the little glowing spider in its chest, and I think that's from the run of All New, All Amazing Avengers from that timeline, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the name of the comic run. But anyways, let's get a quick look at the packaging, and then we'll get a quick look at the figure itself. Now, I really do love the new sleek packaging of Amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech. Here you get a nice product image of the figure right there. The name of the line, Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi. The name of the company that makes these figures, Kyoto, Marvel, Spider-Man version 2.0. Spider-Man logo right there. On the side, you get some nice product images. On the back, you get a whole bunch of product images and all the accessories that do come with this figure. Get a whole bunch of stuff down here. The Marvel Spider-Man logo. A little barcode right there. The sticker to show that this is a authentic figure, so always look at those holographic stickers. The name of this figure right there, Spider-Man version 2.0. On the side, you get another product image, the name of the character, the name of the company. On top, same thing. On bottom, you get the name of the company or line, Revoltech, and then you get a QR code right there, which I'm not sure what that's for, so maybe I'll scan it later and see what that's about. But yeah, enough about this packaging. Let's get a quick look at the figure and all the accessories that it does come with. Now getting a quick look at all the accessories that he does come with. He does come with an instruction manual that shows you how to interchange some of the hands, the lenses on the face, the web wings, how to attach those, and the different things you can do with a stand. You can do a normal clamp hand, you can do a straight to the back port, and it shows you that it comes with a magnetic piece that you can attach to metal surfaces to kind of have them, like, you know, wall crawling. So I always like when companies include this, just so you won't break your very expensive figure, you know, not to force any of these accessories on the wrong way. So it shows you how to do it the proper way. The only thing is that it's in Japanese, so yeah, that's a little unfortunate. I wish it was in English, but that's what we have Google Translate for. So yeah, again, I always appreciate when companies include instruction manuals. And then you get the little package that comes with the Amazing Yamaguchi stand, the arm, and the clamp, and then the little part that makes it magnetic, so you can have them, you know, on metal surfaces. And then it gets little sprues right here with all the hands to keep those hands from, you know, closing up and being a tight fit when you're interchanging them onto that peg. So I always like when companies do this. I think the first company that I've ever seen do this, which I'm not saying they're the first company to do this, but it's the first company that I ever saw them do that, was Mafex. So I always like when they do this again, so those peg holes don't close up, and it won't be such a tight fit when you're interchanging those hands. Now getting a quick look at all the hands that he does come with. Usually I go one by one, but since they all come on a sprue together, I just thought I'd do them all at once. So you get a pair of whipping hands, and it does have a little peg hole right there to port the webs that he does come with. You get these big, dramatic, open wall crawling hands. Some relaxed hands right here, just so you can kind of be in a neutral pose. You get some more of these open, splayed out hands. Not necessarily wall crawling, but just kind of, you know, open, relax. And then you get these very classic wall crawling hands. So nice assortment of hands straight out the packaging. He does come with the set of fist. So yeah, nice assortment of hands. I think he comes with everything that is needed. For head options, he only does come with one head, which is unfortunate. I wish they would start doing Peter Parker heads, but I also kind of take that back because I don't like the neutral human faces that Amazing Yamaguchi does. They're very animated. They're very much, how do I put it, anime inspired. Like you could tell they're a little bit anime-ish. So I want a Peter Parker head for this figure, but I just don't know that Amazing Yamaguchi would do it to my liking. So again, I'm okay with just the one head because he does come with different lenses. So he doesn't come with, interchangeable heads, but he does come with interchangeable lenses that make this figure really fun and dynamic. He comes with these squinting lenses, the more happier, kind of Deadpool-ish lenses, and then the semi-open lenses, a lot more closed than they are with the ones he has on his head. And the way you interchange them is you pop the head off. You have the little picking tool that came with the stand, and you push it out and you interchange the lenses. So I do like that option of having different expressions for this character. I probably won't put any of these on because I really like the big open wide classic lenses, but yeah, these right here aren't bad either. So the last set of accessories that he does come with are his webs. You get these nice long whipping webs, and they do have a greenish tint to them, as you can see there on my hand. They have this really nice translucent green color with some white tips and frost throughout the web, and they're dope. I just don't know why they're green, but I do like how they look. And then you get the web wings that attach to his underarms. I think to attach them he has those peg holes. Actually, I do not know how to attach this. Oh, right here on his little, let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that's fairly simple. So it just plugs in, ports into the back right there where the little peg hole is, and it looks pretty dope. I just think that when you do web wings in hard plastic, that's kind of a hard sell to do. And then you get these long sprayed out whipping webs. They kind of just look a little spread out. Maybe you can add them as regular web wings too. Let me see. Oh yeah, you can attach them on there too. Guess they would work out like that too. I don't think that's what they're for. I think they're for the hands when he's shooting webs and stuff. But that works. Kind of gives it that Spider-Man 2099 feel. Yeah, the one and the other one. That one actually doesn't port on. That one's a little bit more. Yeah, that one doesn't want to peg, so I don't want to force that. On my last review, I did mention that be careful when you're porting in those webs because they feel real thin and hard, rigid plastic, so it doesn't give any give to it. As soon as I finished the review, I removed the whipping web from Spider-Man's hand, and that peg broke. So that was a little bit unfortunate. I wasn't happy about that, but that was my doing. I did say be careful when removing the webs because they are thick, hard plastic, and they don't give any give. So they're going to break if you're not being careful. And the first thing I did after the review is break that web. So yeah, just a little heads up. Now getting a quick look at the man himself, Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man. This figure, man, is a pretty dope figure. Again, if you're familiar with Amazing Yamaguchi and Revoltech and the style they like to go in, then you shouldn't be too surprised when you get this figure in hand. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Revoltech and how they do their figures, then this figure will probably be a little surprising, a little jarring. But overall, he cuts a very nice silhouette. He's not too clunky and segmented like all the other Revoltech figures of the past. This is more modernized, a lot more streamlined. That's the best way I could put it. He's a lot more streamlined compared to the previous figures. Now, I do enjoy this figure quite a bit. There is some things that I'm not a fan of still, that I just don't agree why they do the things they do. But overall, man, solid looking figure. Getting a look at the head sculpt, that's a very, very nice looking head sculpt. Very classic looking Spider-Man head. Kind of looks like an armored up version of the Spider-Man. Again, I think this is supposed to be the all new, all different Avengers Spider-Man from that universe. Again, the lenses are big and wide. You can change them with the other lenses that he comes with. But overall, nice head sculpt. Moving down to the torso, this is where my biggest complaint comes in. And there's these two little flaps that are supposed to act as the butterfly joint. I don't know why they like to segment it over the chest rather than have it go underneath the chest. So if they make this chest cavity just a little bit, if I can get it to focus, just a little bit bigger, if they can make this a little bit more, a little bit more bulkier, they can kind of hide these underneath the chest and you would still get the same amount of movement. So not sure why they do that way. Moving down to the torso, again, very bulky on top and slim towards the middle, and then he gets these huge ass thighs. Don't know why Amazing Yamaguchi likes big old beefy thighs, but hey, I ain't judging them. And then you get the boots that are not just a regular boot. I like how it kind of runs up to the side. So again, they have artistic liberties that they take with their Marvel and DC designs and the properties they like to make figures of. On the back, you get the classic Spider-Man logo. And yeah, really love that metallic blue and red. Again, that's what makes me really think that this is a on you all different Avengers version of Spider-Man, because he's got that metallic sheen to him, and obviously that glowing green spider on his chest. But yeah, man, pretty dope figure. Now getting a quick look at articulation. This is where it kind of gets a little crazy. So his head is on a dumbbell joint, and he can look up all the way. With that neck piece that is a separate piece that connects to the body, he can look up even further. So get a nice range right there. Actually, let me move this light because I think that's what's bothering me right now. There we go. That was just annoying me. But you get a separate neck piece that connects to the body right there. So he can look all the way down and he can look all the way up. So that is nice. You get some nice head pivoting. And as you can see, one of the eyes was about to pop out. So you got to be careful when you're messing around with that head sculpt. So you get some nice movement right there. Another thing that I don't like about this figure are the exposed joints on the shoulder and the elbow. Oh, see, I dropped one of his eyes. Hold on, let me take a pause. Okay, I got him all situated in the lighting situation. Figure down. Yeah, so be careful with that eye. It seems to pop off fairly easy. Mine's popped off like a handful of times already. So like I was saying, I'm not a fan of the exposed shoulder joints and the elbow joints right there. I feel like they're a little just a little jarring, a little just in your face. But he does get amazing movement. He can hit a T-pose, not even a T-pose, that's like a Y, almost a parallel pose right there. Damn, that's crazy. And then you get a bicep swivel, which is not something that you usually get on Amazing Yamaguchis. I think somebody told me that this is something they've done on their new updated bodies. So you do get a bicep swivel. It is fairly tight, so be careful when you're articulating that bicep swivel. You get a ball joint at the elbow, and he can hit a very nice bend at that elbow. It's only a single jointed ball jointed elbow, but he can go all the way in, man. So yeah, you're gonna have no trouble there. He does have ball joints at the wrist, so they hinge up and down, side to side, however you want to move them. He does have that butterfly joint that shifts back and forth, but it's not very functional. That's why I don't like how they do it, because it doesn't really get you that much more movement, as you can see. So nothing too crazy out of that joint. He does have a diaphragm cut that goes this much forward, that much back, but then it gets a little gappy. Lower ball joint, so he can go this much back, all the way forward, all the way to the side. Look at that. It's pretty great. All the way to this side. And then he can rotate a full 360 if you like. Get the big old beefy thighs. He does have an upper thigh cut. Can kick out to the side all the way. So yeah, he can do splits with no issue. Can kick all the way forward. A little bit back. That butt cheek kind of gets in the way. Again, he does have that upper thigh shifting. Single jointed knee at the knee, but it gets a really good range of motion. So all the way in. And then he has a boot cut. Ball joint at the foot that goes this much forward, that much back, ankle pivot, and really stiff toe articulation, but it is there. Now getting a quick look at some size comparisons. Here we have the Amazing Spider-Man by Revoltech 2.0 next to the Mafex Classic Blue and Red Spider-Man next to the 75 Mafex Spider-Man. Here he is next to the only other Revoltech that I have in my collection, the Iron Spider. Here he is next to some other Spider-Man figures. We have the Marvel Legends First Appearance Spider-Man and the Mezco Classic Spider-Man. Here he is next to one of my favorite figures in my collection, the classic Mezco Green Goblin and the Mafex Venom. And last but not least, here we have him next to the Marvel Legends Retro Card 20th Anniversary Captain America and the Mayfix Classic Iron Man. And there you have it, an amazing figure by Amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech. Now, if you're not a fan of Revoltech and Amazing Yamaguchi, then obviously I don't expect you to like this figure. But they do such an amazing job of doing their own unique style and still making it work for, non-fans of Amazing Yamaguchi and fans of Amazing Yamaguchi. They do such a good job of blending, kind of that middle ground of, not too far crazy, segmented, broken up, clunky figure, and a little bit more streamlined, and that is with recent figures. Their previous older figures are that way, where they're really segmented, really clunky. The joints are really in your face. Here, the only ones that really stick out are the shoulders and the elbows. If they find a better way to kind of engineer that area, I think they'd be almost unstoppable. It's just the amount of poses you can get this figure in is kind of crazy. And yeah, man, this pose right here that I'm doing doesn't even do it any justice on how great this figure poses. But he's just such a fun figure, man. He really is. He's gonna go straight into my Marvel vs. Capcom shelf, and that's where he's gonna live for the rest of his life. So amazing figure, amazing company, love what they're doing. Hopefully they keep doing this forward. I'm still begging them to do a Agent Venom reissue, because the secondary market prices on that figure is absolutely insane, man. Absolutely insane. But yeah, man, great figure. Again, thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. The links to all those are in the description down below. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.